So here I am at Pierogi Fest. It's 6:18. So Pierogi Fest ended about an hour ago, a little over an hour ago. I'm just going to do a quick video to see how long it takes us to actually get our stuff put away. So over here we had to take everything out of the van so we could take the submarine apart. So over here, this is all of our stuff now. And have to take the submarine apart next, and here we go. So pretty empty van. I can put the submarine in the side doors. Let's see how my lovely helper's doing. Okay, so 6:18, I'll check in a little while. Okay, so 20 minutes later, Barb is feeling all refreshed after your... Yeah, so you pierogied it up, you got to perform, you danced. So how was your Pierogi Fest this year?
Triangle.
Yeah, so...
This thing's hard to play, it keeps swinging around.
Yeah, so I was just doing talking to our friends out there that want to see what's going on with packing up for Pierogi Fest. So here we are 20 minutes later, the submarine is coming apart, but now I got help. So
earplugs came in handy because I could take a nap.
Yeah, so we'll check back in a little bit. Okay, so 6:47, Barb, you're still yawning, huh? I thought this might be interesting because a lot of people might not have ever seen the submarine come apart and stuff. So here it goes. Go ahead, Barb.
How do you skin a yellow submarine?
So there is the plastic body of the submarine. See, why don't I just do that? Why do I have all of this? I have all of this, and she could just be doing it like that. But then there's this frame, the upper frame, mostly made out of like smaller, that's actually called CPVC pipe. And then we got the big frame, and what's great about this frame is it works like a big cart. So this is was an unexpected surprise. I can load all my stuff in there and just drive it right into the Beetlefest hotel or whatever. So there, we got the submarine apart. Now time to start packing. So there we go. We got the bubble machine and the percussionation station, my new instrument that I played today at Pierogi Fest. That both fit in the yellow submarine frame, and then underneath that I was able to put a whole bunch of stuff underneath there. So
yeah, this stuff is getting packed in there last.
Okay, see, Barb's organizing stuff now. She comes up with a plan. So
well, I figured it would make sense because we're going to be getting in there late tonight. And I don't care to unpack this whole thing and make our house a whole pigsty again and try and stumble around. So the plan is it's just so we're on the same page.
Ouch.
Ouch. Is to put our stuff that we absolutely need to take out of the van towards the back of the van or by the door or whatever, just so that we can just open up the door, grab it, and go to bed.
See how great she is? So she's a good organizer. All right. So the street crews are still packing up chairs and stuff. The stage is still set up. Here we have gotten the submarine packed in the van now. So got the frame in there. Now we got the box, and that was part of the octopus stand. So we're moving along at 7 o'clock. Can you believe it was just 2 hours ago that I say good night Pierogi Fest, and then everybody's like one more, and I'm like no, they kill the power at 5 o'clock. They go one more.
And they said that how many times?
They did it a whole bunch of times, but then we found out that no, they really did make the announcement at 5 o'clock saying it's over. So, are you practicing for the parade next year?
Yeah.
Susie was a baton.
Susie was doing really good, and I had a little baton when I was a little girl, but it wasn't like already there.
And look at our stuff is dwindling. We don't have as much stuff on the curb anymore. So. We did it. The stage is still standing. Last year, I remember they were already taking the stage down, and we were still here. But we packed up. So
we're becoming pros at doing
what time is it? 7:21, is it?
7:21.
7:21. So
yep.
Here, let them see the inside of the van. So we got it pretty darn packed. Pretty darn packed.
Now
in
our
there.
buddy Chip, your buddy Chip, could
He's
probably
not your buddy?
do this. He's my buddy too, but I mean,
Okay. So here's
he's the one that would just like shake his head at us.
Side door.
He would never be able to travel.
Chip
with
is the only one shaking their head. Everybody is shaking their head at us. And we're going to do this 2 weeks from now for Fest for Beatles fans, because we need to have the Yellow Submarine. We need to have all that Sergeant Sauerkraut stuff. There's the other side. So
now we have to make sure the van even runs.
Oh yeah. So on our way here, the air conditioner wasn't working really good, and then we get here, and then the antifreeze was like bubbling in the coolant. So
and you didn't believe me. It was coming out, and I said it's pouring out the front.
I believed her. I had a setup for a show. I just didn't want to deal with it. So we're gonna deal with it now at 7:21. Let's take a look. All right. So just a few minutes later, 7:30ish. We were a little low on coolant, so I added some coolant. But I just realized this: the last time we were in Whiting was New Year's Eve for the dropping of the pierogi.
Oh.
Do you remember what happened on the way down? We were freezing, and Barb says, this heater isn't working at all.
Yeah, this is after we got down to Benton Harbor.
Yeah, so
it still wasn't hot.
Our thermostat was stuck open. So I replaced the thermostat, and so that should be good.
No, you put cardboard in there.
Well, yeah, to block the airflow, so we had heat that night. But then we had, there goes the street barricades. City of Whiting still working hard out here. So isn't it ironic though? It's like the 2 times we come to Whiting, we're both having cooling and heating problems. So I don't know what that is. There's probably a reason we have to look.
Doesn't mean anything.
Yes, I'm sure it does. There's a spiritual reason about running hot and cold or something like that. So anyway, I know the thermostat's probably good. We got coolant. It's not all leaking out. So maybe it was the cooling fan.
Leaking though. It was all something.
No, I think it was bubbling over and stuff. So I think we'll find out. So if you don't hear from us, that probably means we made it home. Okay. Otherwise, we'll do a video from a broken down van on the side of the road. So what time is it?
It is 7:27.
7:27. They're just starting to break the stage down now, but we are going to get on the road.
Beat 'em.
Happy Pierogi Fest 2018. Woo! Still smiling. Well, we did it 10:45 in Michigan. We lost an hour with the time change and stuff. So 9:45 Chicago time. So yeah, like an 11-hour day from the time we got to.
I just did 11-hour drive.
No, an 11-hour day from the time when we got to Pierogi Fest. But we made it back. We did not break down or overheat or anything. So
I got a nap in again.
Yeah, and there's the van. It's we still have a lot of unpacking to do. But what's great. Yes, Barb doesn't work tomorrow, and I don't have to go until 3:30, so we get to go in and crash and sleep in and all that. So, hey, thanks for watching. We certainly had a great weekend. I mean, just think of the weekend. We had the parade on Friday. We played the Busha match game on Saturday, and Barb won. Yeah, she beat me and stuff. Come from behind victory, too. I was leading by a half a point.
A half a point?
Yeah, they only gave me a half a point because they said, what is a Busha's favorite food? And I said French fried pierogies, which I thought was pretty cool. Yeah. You know, French fries, you know.
But it was...
And stuff. Somebody picked French fries, and that's what they gave me a half a point for. But then
that was better than nothing.
Yeah. Anyway, so then Saturday night we watched some polka bands and stuff. That was fun, and then on Sunday we performed all day. So yeah, I got there at 10:45 this morning, and we're getting home at 10:45 at night. So that's Pierogi Fest 2018. It's a wrap, and we got 2 weeks to get ready for Beatle Fest, and we're already looking forward to Pierogi Fest 2019. How crazy is that? Good night, everybody. So here we are, Monday, 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and we finally got the van unloaded on the submarine. Look, we got it up in the rafters, and there's the frame, and utilizing all the space we possibly can, just like when we packed the van. But go ahead, Barb. Go ahead,
about the butterflies? Okay.
No, take credit. So we're
so,
under here.
No, I was serious. Who I couldn't remember if it was your idea or my idea.
It was Barb's idea to put the submarine in the rafters. Of course,
this
when we're
hair
doing
never
that,
had blonde
go ahead and go back
before.
there. And did you just say? Oh no. This is how she was doing. She says.
Oh.
She says, "Go ahead. Here, I'll hand you the rope, and I'll balance it on my head."
There's 2 ropes here that crisscross here, and I had to hand they were on the ground, so I had to pick them up off the ground.
And she
then I
says,
held it by my head.
I got it, I have a flat head. And that
Yeah.
cracked herself up. So now she's losing muscle control as we're trying to balance this whole
box
thing up on the rafters. So
yeah, it's totally
anyway,
disproportionate.
yeah, just so you know, we do have it all.
Neither one of us
put
was
away.
hurt in the process.
No, and no monarchs were harmed in the filming.
And some eggs were laid on my on my milkweed.
All right.